What about songs in an Irish session?
It's different from session to session. I mean, you can go to a festival and not hear a song for a weekend, like, you know, and then suddenly on that tender Sunday morning, if there's a good singer, someone will go on, you know, and you'll do a song.
But I really like that that tradition. Like as you say, usually in an Irish session, it's mostly dance tunes, jigs and reels. Yeah. But if there's a singer among the players, or if there's a singer at the bar that someone else knows of, like it's customary for everyone to be quiet and listening to the song, and even the people in the bar, like the punters and
everything.
When the music is playing, everyone is just cheering and drinking and having a good time. Yeah. But when the singer sings a song, everyone. Yeah. Well, that's the goal anyway, to get people to quiet down and listen to all the 30 verses of the song.
Yes.
And have a little applaud and then get back to it's a nice, it kind of breaks up the evening.
But then we come into,
and also it kind of takes me back to how I perceive the society to be before, when people would listen to songs around the campfire.
You had to listen to the songs.
Yeah, because that was the entertainment. It's I don't know.
Sometimes it was the news, even, you know.
Yeah. So it kind of or propaganda.
Yeah, no.
So it kind of strikes a chord in me, that whole.
It does to me, and it's a great sense of. It's very special. I know what you mean. You sit and you play reels and jigs all night, and you're sweating it out and drinking beer, and it's the energy is really, really, really hard. And then it just goes dead quiet, and someone with a very soft voice sings a very quiet, slow song. It's just lovely. Now, my experience from playing in Ireland in Irish sessions is that the Irish public generally are better listeners. And they're trained listeners. Many of the people who will go to a festival or go to a session, a weekly session in their neighborhood, or you meet people there who never played an instrument, but they know a lot of the tunes you play. They can actually hum them, and they know the names of them, and they know which ones they like and which ones they don't like, and they have a relationship to the music. And I suppose some of that might be also the reason for the reverence of a song, you know. Sort of, as a song, and it goes quiet. People can be quite drunk and still be very quiet.
And also, it's just a custom that it's a tradition. That
but I think it might be interwoven with the fact that many people. I mean, many people go into sessions in Ireland, many more than, for instance, here. They're trained to the session scene and the session music, and they're good listeners.
Yeah, they know what to expect.
Yeah, and they know how things are done, like, you know. So, but I do enjoy those sessions that are interrupted every now and then for a song, you know. It's nice to.
But some sessions, especially outside Ireland, can get interrupted more than you would wish.
Oh yeah.
Which creates a bit of a tension sometimes.
Sometimes it does, but then that's. It's very local. I mean, sessions around Europe I played, and they sold it differently. Like
they sold it differently.
They solved it differently. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, here in Oslo, the sessions have sort of diverged into. Yeah, but it's a natural sort of split because.
So at this pub, there's actually two sessions. There's like a singing session on Saturdays.
It's a session on Saturdays, which is predominantly singing, but there are people playing tunes turn up there as well, and there'll be a few tunes. And if there's someone in town, a tourist or a band some people in the band who wants to play, and they come down and do a few tunes, and it'd be a session. It'd be a mixed session, but heavy on the songs, like, you know. Whereas Tuesdays used to be the singer session. It's swapped around.
It kind of sprung out from the folk revival in the 70s. So it started maybe as a singing session.
Yeah, well, it started like a folk session, mixed session. But now it just have happened that and that, I suppose that's all in who turns up. And if there are more tune players that turn up, then there'll be more tunes basically.
Outnumber them.
So now there are very few songs heard on Tuesdays, and maybe not that many tunes heard on the Saturday. And I live well with that because I went from one camp to the other, sort of.
But what I was trying to get at is that sometimes when people haven't really figured out what a session is really, then they will show up believing that the idea is that they can show up with their guitar and sing Molly Malone and Seven Drunken Nights.
The Star of the County Down.
And Whiskey in the Jar even.
Yes.
And like what will usually happen is that they will annoy people before you. I mean, you and me, we've come there to play tunes basically, and we can handle a song or two if someone wants to sing a song,
but not 3.
But maybe not 3 in a row, because that's not why we're there. But it can be hard to tell someone that, like.
I find that's less and less hard as older I get, you know. I know, but that's...
You can be quite rough on people, actually.
No, I can be direct. I'm not rough. No, but it's because... Well, it's about seeing what sort of arena am I entering into now.
But I don't want to, like... I don't want to push someone away from the music, or like give them a bad experience. It's just that they didn't get the thing.
No, that's the thing. They do another thing. You know?
Yeah, the wrong thing.
Yeah, and I've seen the people being told off in Copenhagen, for instance, the regular session there, and that was quite short words and. Wrapped up and sat in the back to find out what this really was, you know. And no, I suppose you need to. I don't mind if I go enter something and I'm totally out of my depth, or if I'm in the wrong place, that someone tells me. If I can't see that myself, I'd rather have someone tell me, and just tell me, you know, this is.
But usually people won't realize that.
No, and in Norway,
maybe years later.
Maybe I think it might be a Norwegian thing as well.
Maybe
that we're reserved people, you know. We don't. I don't know if it's a cultural thing or not, but
we don't like conflict, basically. So
no.
What I usually do is I don't tell people that they're wrong. I just give them the evil eye the whole evening and create like bad vibes.
Yeah, that usually works. Doesn't it? So, yeah, I know. Yeah. No, but it's
we don't want to discourage singers from showing up.
We don't want to discourage anybody, but it's about it's also about having social antenna enough to see what you're entering into,
and maybe be a bit humble and like be willing to learn.
But if you go in and say I don't play Irish music, but I play this song. And you play 5 songs in a row and just bang on.
Well, that's the wrong approach. But
that's the wrong approach. But you need to see the group and see the vibe that's already there, and see how can you. But I find if you don't have anything to sort of contribute to it, you know, maybe you should give it a rest and see.
Yeah, that's good. But as I said, like as long as you want to learn, you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
And like one thing that I find is that some people, especially outside Ireland, again, seem to be attracted to the Irish session for the wrong reasons.
Yes.
Like they kind of want to be a part of kind of what they see as an outsider group.
Yeah.
And they will show up with like interesting clothes and God forbid a djembe or some
didgeridoo.
Well, yeah, I've experienced that.
Spoons.
and these people. Well, some people don't seem to have any intention of learning anything about Irish music.
No, no, that's interesting, because that's the wide open jam, you know. And this is
which, I mean, I'm sure there's this place and a time and a place for that as well.
There is. I mean, drum circles do that.
Yeah.
But no, seriously. I mean, there's an open. I think it's a matter of, because the Irish session, to me, it's a very strict frame. It's a very strict structure musically. We tend to try to play tunes we already know. That's sort of the first rule. If you don't know it, don't play it. At least don't play it very loud.